Good afternoon. So here I am live again. I think that's 2 days in a row. So check me out. Before I get started, I'm actually going to just share this over to my Facebook group so that hopefully some of those guys can see it as well. So yeah, what I wanted to come and chat to you about today is the things that you need to start a business because if you've watched my stuff before, you know that I'm a big fan of keeping things simple. Let me just share this. And oftentimes we get inside our own heads and we overcomplicate things. And that's why, even though we want to start a business, we could start a business, we don't start a business because we make things far too complicated. And it really doesn't need to be that way. Okay. Just quickly share this over. And I need to share that into a group. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, so I've come live because I want to break it down. So as you might know, next week I'm running a free challenge, which is helping people who are in that situation where you do want to start a business, but you're struggling to get started, you're struggling to actually, make the first move for whatever reason. And so the challenge next week is all about kind of getting you past that and getting you those first few steps done so that you're ready to move forwards and, and take the next few steps, because that's all building a business is just taking one step at a time and making slow progress until suddenly you have a business. So if this is you, I'm going to describe a few things that I was feeling a few years ago, and if this is you, then I definitely encourage you to hang around and listen to me, or to watch the replay if you've just kind of clicked on the replay. So if you are wanting to make money from home, perhaps you want to have more time with your kids, you want to be there to do the school runs, to go to the school plays, and all of that kind of stuff, and you just can't work out how you can afford to do it. How can you replace your 9 to 5 income by doing something from home? Is it really possible? You hear people talking about it, but is it really possible? If that's you, hang around. If you are in that situation, but you just can't think of an idea, you want to do it, the will is there, but you just haven't got an idea as to what business you would possibly start. If that's you, hang around. Perhaps you have got an idea, you've got this fab idea, perhaps you've got several ideas, but you just have no clue how to turn that idea into something real, where you would even begin to actually turn that idea into a business. If that's you, stick around. And lastly, perhaps you have actually made a start, you've started a business, but it just doesn't seem to be getting anywhere, it doesn't seem to be moving forwards, you're struggling to make money, you're struggling to actually get it off the ground and get the kind of traction that you need in order to kind of move it forward and actually replace that 9 to 5 income. If that's you, stick around, because what I'm going to tell you today is going to be helpful, and next week's challenge is going to be super helpful. Because there are only 5 things that you need in order to get a successful business running, especially a successful online business, which is what I kind of specialize in. And those 5 things are not, tricky. They're not, they don't require years of studying or qualifications or anything like that. They are super simple things. And yet most people who are trying to start a business are missing one of them, or more. So let me tell you what they are. First of all you need is an idea, or a few ideas. If you've got an idea and if you've got a few ideas, you're already, one step down the road towards your business. If you haven't got an idea, by the way, don't think, oh no, well that's me done then, because it absolutely isn't. And in fact, the first day of next week's challenge is all about helping you to find the right idea for you, and we've got some really fun stuff that you can do to do that. So don't panic if you don't have an idea. You can get an idea pretty quickly. You'll be amazed, and one that suits you, because no one wants to be starting a business doing something that they're not actually particularly passionate about just because, oh well, this will do. You want to find an idea that is perfect for you. You know, something that you're passionate about, something that you're actually going to enjoy doing it. Because if you don't enjoy it, you know, you're never going to stick to it, and it's not going to go far. But that is actually much easier than you would think. So if that's you, or you're in that situation and you don't have a business idea yet, join the challenge. I will put a link to the challenge in the comments. In fact, I'll do that now. There we go. That's where you can join the challenge. And we start on Monday. So get in there. So number one, all you need is an idea, okay? Once you've got that idea, the next thing that you need to do is simply some focus. So you need to take the idea and focus it into kind of 3 key areas. Number one, you need to know who your idea is for. Who is it your business is going to be for? Who is it you're going to serve? Who is it you're going to help? Who is it you're going to sell to? Because it won't be everyone. The more specific you can get on that, the better. And again, that's something that we focus on in next week's challenge as well. You also need to know the what. You know, what is it your business is going to do? What is it your business is going to help people with? What is going to be the kind of purpose of your business? And you need to know the why, and that's the why for your customers. So, you know, after they, you know, why would they need your help? What impact is that going to have on their lives? But also the why for you. Perhaps, you know, there's a change that you want to make. Perhaps there's something in your past, something in your history that has made you want to, you know, be specifically passionate about a certain area in a certain business. And that's really important to get clear on. So once you've got your idea, the next step is to find that focus and to get really clear on who it is you want to help, what it is you want to help them with, and why, both for them and for you. You know, what is it that's driving you, and what is it that you're going to help them change in their own lives and improve in their own lives. It can be something earth-shattering, or it could just be something super simple, like you want to put a smile on people's faces. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter, as long as you've got that focus. So that's the second step. The third step is story. You may have heard people talking about storytelling, and storytelling is a really, really important part of online business especially, and of marketing, because people listen to stories, people remember stories, people connect emotionally with stories, and that's why they're so powerful. And when you're starting your own business, when you are the business, then people care about your story. People want to know who you are. They want to know what drives you. They want to know why you're doing what you're doing, because that helps them to connect with you. It helps them to connect with your business, and it helps them to trust you and to make a decision as to whether they want to do business with you. So getting clear on that story, on, you know, actually putting together the pieces of your own life and your own experience which have led you to this point and which have led you to this decision. That's a really, really key piece of the jigsaw when it comes to starting your business, because that's something that everyone is going to be interested in, especially your kind of target market. So that's step 3. Step 4 is, of course, you need something to sell. And this is something that often, bizarrely, gets slightly overlooked when people are setting up a business. People focus on, you know, all the kind of frilly bits, and, you know, getting a website in place, and writing lots of blogs, and getting themselves out there, building an audience, getting more Facebook likes, and all of this kind of fun stuff. And people often forget about what they're actually going to sell, and what is it that people want to buy from them. And that's another key part, of course, of the jigsaw. And again, that's something that we're going to be looking at next week in the free challenge, is how you can find a great first product or service that you can sell and that you can get up and running ASAP when you launch your business. Because once you've launched your business, you want to start earning money as quickly as possible, obviously, because it's a business. And, you know, at the end of the day, you want to replace your 9-to-5 income. So you want to get that money coming in as soon as you can. And so the sooner you can get a product or service up and running and bringing some money in, the better. And this is another mistake that people make, because people wait and wait and wait because they feel like their first product or service has to be perfect. It has to have all the bells and whistles. And so people put it off and put it off and put it off because it's not quite ready yet, not quite there, it's not quite perfect. And actually, that's the biggest mistake that you can make, because by launching something quickly, something basic, you can learn along the way. You can start to get feedback, and you can tweak and you can improve, and eventually create something that really is as close to perfect as you can get. But you can only do that by launching something in the first place, and then actually learning and growing from the results that you get and from the feedback that you get from your actual customers. So again, something we'll be chatting about in next week's challenge. The fifth thing that you need in order to get your business off the ground is action. And this is the key thing, because so often we are in our own heads. We have all these ideas, we have all these plans, we have all these dreams. Perhaps we're creating vision boards and we're doing this, that, and the other, and it's all very exciting. But if you want to turn that into a reality, you have to take action. You have to move forwards. You have to stop waiting to be perfect. You have to stop waiting until you're ready, or until you're not scared, or all of that stuff, all of these voices in our head telling us that, or we won't do it yet because, I won't do it yet because. You have to just stop listening to those voices, and you have to just start. You have to take action, and you have to keep on taking action consistently. And that is the only way that you will get your business. It's simple, but it can feel difficult, but it doesn't have to. You just have to take that consistent action. So if this has kind of lit a match under you and got you wanting to actually make a start on that idea that's been brewing, or on that dream of finally replacing your 9-to-5 income and getting out of the rat race, then please do come and join me for next week's challenge. It's called the Business Kickstart Challenge, and each day there will be a separate training, like a video training that you can go through, that will take you through each of those 5 steps, essentially, so that by the end of the challenge, the whole challenge itself will last 7 days. By the end of the challenge, even if you don't have a business idea at the moment, you will be at the point where you will have your idea, you'll have your focus, you'll have your sort of business mission, purpose, and you will have your first product or service ready to go. So if that excites you, I hope it does, then do come and join us. There's a pop-up Facebook group that you can also join, so you can chat to and get support from the other challenge members, as well as me, of course. I'll be in there offering my support, answering questions, and all of that good stuff. So come and join me, and I'll see you next week in the challenge. Take care.